Welcome to Blacksburg, South Carolina for tonight's ball game on a rainy night between the Blacksburg Wildcats and the Broome Centurions. We're going to jump in real quick right now to the Lynn Fleming pregame show, and we'll be back with some other tidbits in just a minute. And welcome to the Coach's Corner, coming to you from the Sugar and Spice here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We're joined by Broome head football coach Lynn Fleming. Well, last Friday night is probably what we've all been waiting for. We finally got what I think what everybody was expecting in that ball game. That you got a complete game on offense, and man, you rolled up 628 yards. And had two wide-open drop touchdown passes. If you catch those, you may have had over 700 total yards there.
Yeah, again, I feel like we're a lot closer in getting people in the right position. Again, it's the same guys that's playing offense as having to turn around and play defense. So, our guys did a good job of just staying focused. I'm real happy for them. I mean, it was a great game by them. Our offensive line played really well. And of course, I know we're going to talk about some of these other guys, but our offensive line just really stepped up, and just real pleased with how they're developing and how much better they're getting. So I'm real proud of how they played.
And that's one thing, too. Being a former offensive line coach was one of the many positions I coached there, too, that I appreciate what those guys go through.
Absolutely.
And Barry and I both made a point of pointing out what a good job they were doing on Friday night, though. And I'm going to mention another group, too, that you've got some receivers that really block well, too.
Yes, we
do. I've seen Asher make some – I saw him pancake somebody from Powdersville the other night, though. But you've got some guys that really do a good job of blocking as a receiver position also.
Yeah, we do. We just have a lot of selfless guys that just, just love to play the game, and they love each other, and, they go to battle for each other. That was kind of our philosophy. We're putting Asher in the middle there as much as we run that little bubble screen, just getting a blow. Usually we're having to block an outside linebacker, and, Asher is an outside linebacker, so he fits that mold very well, and he just does a good job of setting that edge for us, and, we can move him down to tight end, and he can block down on that defensive end, and we can have our outside runs there as well. So, he's done a great job. All those guys have done a great job of contributing to the offense and just making it balanced. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I've told you before, that's just what we have to be, is balanced. And, everybody's doing a good job of doing their part.
And we're going to talk a little bit right now about two guys that were not our players of the week that could have very easily been. And then you just mentioned one right there, Asher. I've been saying for 2 weeks that it was coming soon to see him get in the end zone. And, man, he made a great run on the screen pass that he caught, and was able to take that one to the house, and just showed his athleticism and speed. Boy, he just ran off and left everybody.
Yes, he may be the fastest guy we have. I mean, he can flat go, and we just got to continue to get the ball in his hands, and just see what he does with it. And he's going to have those plays where he's going to break free and he's going to score. I look for him to get in the end zone a lot more this year, and he's so valuable, and he's been in here 3 times for defensive player of the week. So he's so valuable on that side of the ball too, that when he. Unfortunately, when he made that long run, we had to pull him off defense for a series, and it's just tough. Those guys are warriors, and they do a great job. But yeah, he had a great week for us.
And you basically were down to one running back pretty much for the game there. I believe the backup running back was out with an injury.
Yeah.
Didn't see him even dressed out there though. But lo and behold, Tyquan Booker with a huge game again, with well over 230 yards again.
Yeah.
And, man, that's kind of taken for granted, when you say, well, he's got another 200-yard game today, but he's done a great job of moving back and settling back into the running back position after playing some receiver. But he's, he may not be the strongest, but I tell you what, he moves the pile, and he hits that hole fast.
He does.
And really gets through there, though. But just, talk a little bit about the game he had.
Well, just, he kind of knew he was, he was the guy. We could always move Reese back to running back and move him out to receiver if we need to, some moving parts, but, we didn't have to with him. He, You know, he toted a load. He toted it 37 times for 238 yards, a couple touchdowns, a couple 2-point conversions. You know, he had a great game. He just continues to be consistent with what he does. And like you said, he just runs hard. He trusts our guys up front, and he just hits the hole, and he does a really good job of making one guy miss. You know, he'll make that first guy miss, and then he'll get some extra yards on the carry. So he's very smart. He's learning you know, so much from last year, and he just continues to get better each week.
One thing I have been impressed with, and I guess I've got a good view up there watching, how sometimes he will wait and set his blockers up.
Yep.
He won't get ahead of the blocker that may be pulling for him to go through the hole or something. He will wait and give them time to make the block, and then he will explode and go through the hole. And it's hard to teach kids that when they give the ball, they're going to try to shoot through there, but he gives the lineman a chance to do their job before he does his.
Well, and that's one thing that he's improved so much on from this year to last year. You know, first year running back, still learning part of it. He's improved so much. Coach Burris and Coach Moore have worked so hard with drills on following that second puller and, you know, on the buck sweep or the counter whenever we got guys pulling there. And, you know, he's embraced that. He's coachable. He learns. And, you know, he's done a really good job with it this year.
Well, we had one other had a huge game too, was Braden Simpson. We kind of take him for granted. And I gave him a mulligan for his drop touchdown. It's funny because I asked him last week, I said, when you're really wide open like you were the week before on that, I said, do you get scared or nervous? He said, I'd rather catch one in traffic than be open. He said, yes, you do. So I give him a mulligan on that one, that I had to give Jameson a mulligan after the first touchdown this year when y'all turned the lights on, that he was busy watching to see what the lights were going to do and forgot to go hold for it with that. So everybody gets a mulligan with that. Well,
he had a good week for us.
He did.
Again, and blocking. You know, he's another guy that we've moved from the inside to the outside. So he's had to learn something brand new, and again, just a smart football player, you know, a baller.
Well, I'm going to tell you, one of our players of the week that we have there is Reese. And welcome back. We're cutting a little bit short. We didn't get it through the coaches show all the way there, but we're going to come back here. We're just about 11 minutes away from kickoff tonight. And want to get into a couple of quick things here, Coach Tony. The first thing I want to look at is Cox's keys to winning tonight. And we can go over there and get your input on that. Number one is get off to a fast start. You had a lot of momentum last week. Need to get off to a good start. You need to score first, and you need to score often tonight. Number two, force a lot of 3 and outs on defense. Blacksburg is a ball control offense. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run a lot of misdirection out of the backfield there. They're going to want to keep the ball and keep it away from their opponents. We got to get 3 and outs tonight. As in every week, we got to stop the run. Also, last week, Broome really put it together for the first time this year, and we're balanced on offense. We're running and passing. They need to keep that going. Centurions need to win the time of possession battle tonight. They don't need to get into a game where Blacksburg keeps it for 4 or 5 minutes to drive and limit their possessions. Coach Tony, we have preached till we're blue in the face. Do not get beat deep tonight. Can't afford to do that. Make big plays on offense, and last but not least, move the chains. What's your thoughts and what's your keys to winning?
I tell you what there, Coach. You hit the nail right on the head on all those extraneous variables that come into play. I think one of the most important things is going to be starting out fast and take a lot of that momentum we got from last week and resolve it into this week. And also, we need to win. And what's meant by win? What's important now?
Okay. Centurions tonight did not have a JV game this week, so that they are actually brought up a lot of their JVs, so they've got a lot of players in uniform tonight, though. So let's get up here for the National anthem now. And we had a nice version of the national anthem right next door by a group.
Must have been the choral group of Blacksburg High School.
I believe so, but they did very good.
They certainly did.
Good job on that, though. So, again, we are just about 6 minutes away from getting this party started, a little over 6 minutes. We've got a better signal tonight, but only going to be able to operate one camera because I don't know what's going on with this camera tonight. So please bear with me that I'm going to be doing the camera, the production truck. So if I miss a play or 2 or 10, don't get too upset with me because Coach Tony's not going to be on camera tonight. It's going to be me trying to do that along with the graphics and everything. So, and sometimes I get caught up watching the game to see what's going on to call the play, and I forget to move the cameras. Also, we're in a beautiful press box. Again, I wish Chesney would take note of this. This is a nice facility they got over here. A new press box, what, 2019 when they did the field?
I believe around 2019.
Got great facilities over here at Blacksburg, but we don't have an open window, which means you're going to see, you could probably see my reflection at the top of the screen here with it bouncing back off the reflection off the window here. We're going to try to keep the lights turned off to knock out some of the glare on this, though. But bear with us. We're on the road. We'll do the best we can with what we got to work with.
That's right. Coach, I'd just like to mention one other thing before we get started. I know we had a tremendous win last Friday night against Pattersville. You'll hear the old adage, don't let one loss turn into 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to reverse that. Hey, let one win turn into 2. We need to carry forth that momentum into tonight's ball game.
All right, the captains are meeting right now. Asher Littlejohn is one of the captains for the Centurion, along with number 4. That is Jalen Ramirez. Number 1, Tyquan Booker. And trying to see who the other captain for the Centurions is out there. Can you get that number, Coach Cheney, right across from number 32?
Coach, I'm trying to find out what it is. I can't visualize it right now.
D. Shure is one of the Blacksburg captains, along with number 30. Don't have a number 32 on the roster or a number 33 on the roster for them. And number 58 is Rising right there. Centurions, looks like Asher's the talking captain. I've told him to call tails. Let's see what if the Centurions win the toss, then we know he called tails, Coach Tony.
Okay.
I'll give you a little scoop right here.
Okay, Sarah, Sarah. Whatever will be, will be.
Broome won the toss.
That's right. We'll get the ball.
Tails never fails.
Hey, that's right.
I'll have to.
Let's see if we can get this ball and take it in for a score on our first possession.
Okay. So they're going over some preliminary things of all the do's and don'ts there. I want to take a quick look right now at the unofficial starting lineups for Broome. I'm sure there's probably some changes been made in this, but Levi Bishop is one of the linemen, along with Kelvin Crook. Eli Crow is at center, Carson Taylor, and Jake Vroman. These guys did a very good job last week.
Absolutely.
We've got Braden Simpson and Asher Littlejohn at wide receiver, Reese Wagerman at a receiver, Tyler Barnett as a receiver, Taekwon Booker is the running back, and Jameson Dearberry is the offensive quarterback for the Centurions.
Coach, any birthday wishes need to go out?
Yes, we do. We got a very special happy birthday to Reese Wagerman, who his birthday is today, and I'm going to sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, Reese Wagerman, happy birthday to you. I promised him I'd sing to him.
Hey, that's good. Hey, you did a good job.
Thank you.
That way, keep up with your
Would you like to sing the second verse? I think you're going to take a mulligan on that.
I take a senior moment on that.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty. The Centurions have taken the field
here
now.
Come the Blacksburg High School Wildcats.
Blacksburgs are dressed in all black tonight.
Look like what, black helmets with stripe or?
Yes, with the Vegas gold numerals on them and the black helmets with the gold Wildcat. Broome's dressed in the royal blue pants, white jerseys, Vegas gold helmets, blue numbers. And we are just about ready to get this show underway here. It is raining right now. A light rain is falling, and don't know if it's going to get any heavier during the game, but we are about ready to get the party started here, Coach Tony.
Yes,
So we are preparing for the Larry's Trophies kickoff. This kickoff is brought to you by Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Spartanburg. Larry's Trophies can take care of all of your trophies, plaques, and awards needs. Call Terry Hall today at 864-582-0106. All righty, the field looks beautiful tonight, and have a decent crowd here on the road on a rainy night, and we're ready to get started.
Coach, it's 73 degrees, and it says rain stopping soon.
Okay.
So that's good.
All righty, that will be good. And preparing for the kickoff right now. Centurions have back deep. They have Taekwon Booker in the middle, Braden Simpson, and Reese Wagerman. I apologize. I have been miscalling Reese his name, Wagerman, but it's Wagerman. And ball's going to be picked up by Booker. Booker's up the middle. Booker's
nice return up to about the 41-yard line.
And that's where the Centurions will take place here.
First and 10.
First and 10, getting this drive started here.
Excellent field position for the Centurions.
Yes. And we've had a little rain in the area the past couple of days, but the field looks like it's in really good shape.
It does, Coach. They've done a great job with the field. Let's see if we can continue to move those chains.
Yes. Ball's given to Booker. Booker's up the middle. Booker breaks some tackles, side swipes some people.
Nice carry, Coach, up to about the 48-yard line.
And he's going to get about 8 yards on the carry there. And it's going to bring up second down. And they're going to spot it. Say second down and about a long 2 to go here.
About 2, Coach.
Just underway here at Bob Blanton Field. Booker gets it again around the end looking for a block. Little John blocks. He gets right up close to the sticks. Let's see what they give him on forward progress.
I believe they're going to spot it a little bit short, Coach, where it appears. Like maybe a yard, half a yard or yard.
So it's going to bring up third down right here and about a short yard to go on the Premier Sports Lighting. Booker gets it in the backfield. He falls.
I believe fell short of the first down.
Yes. And it's going to bring up fourth down now. I feel sure the Centurions will go for it right here.
Let's go for it. Maybe some kind of outside or.
It's a non-conference game right here. Let's go for it.
That's right. I second that emotion.
Booker powers his way in and gets it all the way down to the 45-yard line for our first Sugar and Spice 1st and 10 of the evening.
First and 10.
And it's another Sugar and Spice 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down Pine Street, stop by and see the Spice Crew. All right, here we go. New set of downs. Dearberry with it on the option look. Pitches to Booker. Booker's going to get it. It's kind of a high pitch and almost hit him in the face mask, but he's going to get 2 off of that, though. So Centurions are trying to move the chains, keeping things going here.
We're moving that ball methodically down the field, Coach. I like seeing this. Looks like we got a good spot. Looks like he moved that ball up a little bit more, Coach.
So it's a gain of 3, second down, 7 yards to go. Here, again, just underway from Bob Blanton Field, dropping back to pass to Dearberry. He's going to be sacked back at about the 46-yard line, back across the midfield stripe. Again, Coach Fleming mentioned that they like to come with a lot of pressure on defense. The Centurions didn't do a good job of picking it up there.
We got a long ways to go for that first down there.
So it's third down and halfway back to Spartanburg now. We got to get all the way down to the 35-yard line. The ball is currently on their own 46. Screen pass out to Waterman. He gets a block. He's looking for another block, and he gets it down to about the 43. I'm going to bet Centurions go for it again.
I'd love to see him hit Waterman and cross the middle of the field. I look for something across the middle.
Again, the birthday boy, Waterman, with the reception there. And I told him this past weekend, Coach Fleming, that pound for pound, he is probably the toughest player on this team. That he is a guy that works some with his father. His father cuts trees, and so he's been lugging some of those big tree trunks and stuff. There was some movement up front. Centurions.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I saw that. The left guard for the Centurions kind of bobbled a little bit. And let's see, I think they're going to mark this one. Also, if they do, I'll send the punting team in.
Yeah, because that make it
about 12 yards to go.
4th and 12.
Yep,
yeah.
and here comes the Broome punting team.
Maybe we can pin them back.
First D2 Power Sports flag on the play. So it's going to back them up, and going into punt formation now is number 10. That is Hitfield Shands getting ready to punt. Blacksburg has a player back on his own 8-yard line. Good snap, and there's the kick.
End over end.
And it's going to roll, and the Centurions are going to down it at about the 6-yard line, and that's where the Defense will take the field now for the Broome Centurions.
That was a nice punt.
Yes, it was. And got them pinned deep on the play.
Let's see if we can keep Blacksburg deep and get back in some good field position.
To see who we have here. They come out right now with one back in the backfield, twins to both sides. And we have got Laundry on the field.
Boy, I tell you what, that backfield judge threw that parachute up there.
Yes, he did.
5-yard penalty. Back them up.
And that's going to be probably half the distance to the goal right here.
Be nice to get a turnover.
Yep.
Up, there's another movement. Like that left end moved.
Didn't call it this time. Gives it to the running back. He's going to be spin out of there. And he got nice yardage on the play right there.
Sure did.
And it's going to be second down and 5 yards to go. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Quarterback sprinting out, looking for a pass. Those one side, and it's going to be out to about the 17-yard line, and it's going to bring a sugar and spice 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Centurions defense adjusting right here. Giving it to the running back. He tries to break it outside, and Broome does a good job, and we have got Laundry coming from way back up the field then.
I reckon that could be a hold against the Wildcats.
Might be.
Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports to see Bruce and all of his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, call 864-542-9599 with 2 locations in Spartanburg and in Greer.
Was that a face mask?
It was face mask, Coach.
Okay. All right. Now, he snapped that ball before he was even ready for it.
Hey, that was a good thing for us.
Yes, he did. I tell you what, he's lucky to get it back because
Right.
Levi Bishop came off that end on hot pursuit of him back there, but that's going to be a nice loss on the play.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Centurion starters tonight are number 21, Jaden Richardson, number 75 for the Centurions. That is Kelvin Crook. Number 54 for Broome is Cedric Fernandez. Number 4 is Jalen Ramirez. Number 10 is Shands. Inside handoff to the running back. He gets through the hole. He bounces off the tackle.
Up to about the 29-yard line.
And I believe he's got a first down too.
Yeah, they were in trips right, and they had like a little counter move to the left. Well, they're bringing it back.
We've got an illegal shift. I never saw the flag, but it's the D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
I didn't see a flag anywhere, Coach.
I didn't either.
That's one of them invisible flags.
It must have been way over there at the top of the screen where 2 officials are talking. Whenever you get a couple of officials conversing with each other, somebody is getting ready to get it stuck to. Man, they backed that up a ways here.
Who knew?
Yes, it is. Ball's going to be thrown high, and it's knocked away. Good coverage then by Bryson Martin then. And it's going to bring up third down now for the Wildcats. The Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is all the way out at the 27-yard line. The ball now is sitting, on about the 7-yard line.
About the 7-yard line. Right now, Blacksburg's about to implode.
So 3 receivers to the left. One goes in motion right here. Now they have twins to both sides. Pass is almost intercepted
almost picked off.
Asher Littlejohn did a good job of stepping up.
That's right.
With the receiver there and knocking in almost, I believe, Martin almost got a chance to get the pick down there. So here comes the punt team now. So the Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry punt return team is on the field now. Reese Wagerman is back at the 45-yard line of Blacksburg. The punter for Blacksburg will be punting out of his own end zone.
That was a good defensive possession that time by the Centurions.
Kick is going to be a end-over-end wobbly one that goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So Broome will have excellent field position to start this drive coming up right here. 0-0 is your score. We're still in the first quarter tonight.
We're in fantastic field position, Coach. Let's see if we can go down and get us 6.
About 5.5 minutes remaining here in first quarter action. Broome with your second offensive possession. Wow, Booker had to sideswipe that. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They sent somebody backside, and Booker just did get the tall sweep with somebody in his face and cut it back in, but that could have been about a 7 or 8 yard loss on the play.
Those were good hands to maintain that possession.
Yes.
Let's see, we'll go. That time we went trips left. We're going dubs right and left this time.
Okay. Man in motion is Wagerman, and Wagerman gets it up the field, gets those tough yards down to about the 34-yard line, and it's going to be a gain of about 3 on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 7 on your Premier Sports Lighting yard to make. Is going to be down close to the 25-yard line. This is 2 down territory for your Centurions right here.
I would think this will be a passing down, Coach, for 3rd and 7.
I look for maybe one of these over-the-middle routes.
I'd love to see it.
They look like they're in a 3-deep zone right now.
Jameson, that's one of his top passes.
There's the ball swung out in the flat. There's Wagerman gets the ball, turns it up. He gets that first down, and
good
he
run.
will not go down on contact. Reese Wagerman, like I say, pound for pound in my book, the toughest Centurion player on the field.
He picks up a lot of yards on the yak, yards after catch.
1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down Pine Street, stop by and see the Spice Crew.
So here we go again, new set of downs. Booker got ahead of steam. Booker's going to take it down inside the 10-yard line now.
And nice gain that time by Booker.
And it's another Sugar and Spice 1st and 10. Booker had his 2nd or 3rd game last week with over 200 yards, and this is going to be blown dead. Let's see what we got here. We got Laundry on the field. They're calling offsides against Blacksburg, I believe.
Good.
Now, why did they stop that play? Why couldn't it have
I don't know.
that? Because Booker was probably going to the end zone. So it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Brings it closer to the goal line, inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. And Booker, on the little counter activity in the backfield, gets it down to about the 1.5-yard line. Centurions are knocking on the door down here.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, let's just knock the entire door down on this next play.
Yep. I'd run Booker again.
And again.
And again. Oh, we're going to run Wagerman. The birthday boy is
In for the score, Coach.
a touchdown, Centurions.
Nice drive.
And our touchdown mascot, Dolly, is happy. She is wishing Reese Wagerman happy birthday on his touchdown run here.
Nice run.
On the short run, the PAT team with Spartanburg Dentistry, and Reese Wagerman's mother actually works for Austin Birch. Snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good.
That's good. Centurions 7, Blacksburg 0 with 3:06 remaining in the first quarter.
And this is a Kleeper Construction scoreboard report. For all your building needs and construction needs, contact Shane Kleeper, proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
So Centurions are set to kick the ball off here. They have 3 kickers. I'm not sure. I haven't looked to see which kicker is kicking this time. Number 32 for the Centurions. That's Gaben Delgado will be kicking off for the Centurions. He's got it teed up at the 40, ready to give it a wallop. And there's the kick. It's a high end-over-end kick that's going to hit the ground and bounce right to the Blacksburg runner. And Wagerman got him and slung him down at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 for the Wildcats.
Brought to you by Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Spartanburg. Larry's Trophies can take care of all of your trophies, plaques, and awards needs. Call Terry Hall today at 864-582-0106.
And hello to Terry. Terry usually watches us on Friday nights there. Sometimes he's babysitting the grandchildren, but we appreciate all that Terry does for all of us. And
Like his movement, like procedure against the Wildcats.
And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play, and it's going to back them up.
Tell you right now, Blacksburg seems like offensively they're kind of out of sync. They're self-inflicting penalties.
I feel like I'm watching the South Carolina Gamecocks on offense here with all these penalties pre-snap. 1st and 15 now for Blacksburg. Uh-oh, we got confusion in the backfield, like, where does it go?
Yeah,
Where's it go?
The running back said, I want that ball, you keep it.
Where'd you go? And in the backfield then was number 4. That was Dylan Ramirez along with number 54 on the tackle, Cedric Fernandez. And it's back even further, so it's going to bring up 2nd down, 17 yards to go now. Ball's handed off inside and getting up to about the, let's see, he's got back to about the 37-yard line.
Oh, Devin Brown, he made a good play on that right there. He didn't back down from that running back.
No, he didn't, and good to see him back in the lineup because he was not in uniform last week. That's why Booker carried it 37 times last week.
Made a good hit.
Pass over the middle and went right through his hands, and saw a lot of that.
Yeah, saw a lot of he heard a lot of footsteps too, didn't he?
Yeah, I saw a lot of that in pregame with the receivers. So it's going to bring up 4th down now. And the Centurions have got Wagerman going back as a deep man on the punt here.
We should be getting pretty good field position again, Coach. We should be getting it.
Good snap, and there's the kick. Is a good kick. And he's going to call for a fair catch at the 29-yard line. And that's where Broome will start this drive.
Coach, we have 1:35 minutes remaining in the first quarter with the Centurions up 7-0.
So the Broome offense takes the field again now. Centurions scored on their last possession. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
We've had good field position the entire first quarter, Coach.
Yes, we have. Man in motions, Asher Littlejohn faking the sweep to him, pass. Ball's fired up the field, and number 14 on the reception end.
Nice catch.
Tell you what, they had two receivers in the area.
That's right.
Either one of them could have caught it, and it's another Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10.
Up to the 40-yard line of the Centurions.
Nice pitch and catch then by the Centurions.
Trips right.
Booker gets stuffed right in the backfield for no gain. Shooting the gap then was number 5. That is Clark, the defensive end for the Wildcats. Got in the backfield. Second down, 10 yards to go, twins to both sides. Ball's going to be thrown, screen pass, and number 14 on the reception again. That is going to be Tyler Barnett with a nice run.
It's going to be close to a first down, Coach.
Let's see where they spot it.
If they mark it where they're at, I think you'll move those chains.
They're looking at it real close right now.
Hey, they shouldn't have to look at it because I can see it from here.
Yeah.
Give them first down.
And they're signaling first down now. Sugar and Spice first down.
Move those chains.
Move those chains. There goes Booker weaving his way through traffic, gets across the midfield stripe over to about the 46-yard line of the Wildcats now.
Look like a gain of about 3. I don't know if we'll get this play off or not, Coach. 10
gonna be
seconds
close.
to go. Yeah.
Centurions are going to let it run, I believe.
They are.
So that's going to do it here for 1 quarter in the books. And your score at the end of 1 quarter is Broome 7 and Blacksburg 0. This timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all your uniform and printing needs. Pen Prints is the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR code while watching the game and order the latest Centurion athletic wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics. And here is the QR code right here where you can see that if you would like to go check out their merchandise. We'll come back to it throughout the game, but back to action, here we go. Centurions with a second down, 6 yards to go. Booker is going to be guying tackle then.
No place to go.
Nowhere to go.
Ball still about the 46-yard line of the Wildcats.
Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is going to be the Wildcat 40, so it is third down and a long 6 to go for the Centurions. And it's a Premier Sports Lighting third down in the yard. All right, here we go. Trips up top, one receiver to the bottom. Low snap. Dearberry drops back, firing up the middle. He's got Braden Simpson. Simpson got the first down on the crossing route, gets all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Good pass.
For another Sugar and Spice. They did a good job. That the bottom man in that formation then was Braden Simpson, and he just drug over the middle.
He was
then.
wide open, Coach.
Yes, he was. Ball's given to Booker right there in the backfield.
I like the way Centurions are mixing it up there. Running the ball a little bit and passing too. Both of them go hand in hand with one another.
Showing good balance there on offense. It's going to be second down and about 6 yards to go here on this drive. Centurions already lead in this ball game by the score of 7-0. Just started the second quarter. We have 10:26 to go in the quarter. Dearberry swings a pass to Braden Simpson. He tries to get away, and we have got Laundry on the play. So let's see where that took place. Probably is going to be holding. Let's see.
Yep, it's holding against Centurion, Coach.
So it's a D2 Power Sports.
And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports to see Bruce and all of his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, call 864-542-9599 with 2 locations in Spartanburg and in Greer.
And Christmas is just around the corner, so if you're looking for my Christmas present for this year, go by and see Bruce or John or any of the people over there. I'm not picky. I'll take anything. Here we go, right here. Twins on play. They're going to wind the clock. Booker's got it turned the corner here. Booker's, man, he hit that hole quick. He's all the way down to the ball, almost the 20-yard line on the play.
Nice run by Booker.
Booker just accelerates.
He does. He's very fast.
And it's going to bring up third down in the Premier Sports Lighting. It's going to be third down and about 4 yards to go. Centurions are in 2-down territory here.
The Twins left.
Looks like a blitz coming. Blacksburg fakes, bluffs it. Here comes Booker around the end. Booker's going to get down inside the 5-yard line. Nice run for Taekwon Booker.
I believe down on about the 6-yard line.
And it's going to be first and goal now for the Centurions. Sugar and Spice, first and goal.
They need to keep that train rolling.
3 receivers up top. Braden Simpson to the left. Booker in the backfield. Takes the handoff. He's weaving his way through. Touchdown, Centurions!
Super run that time by Booker. He was looking for his hole, and he certainly found it.
And it's a touchdown, Centurions. Dolly's the touchdown sponsor for Cox Sports Broadcasting, and Taekwon Booker is taking one to the house here. The Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry PAT team on the field. Roger McGee on to attempt the PAT. Snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good.
And with 9:41 remaining in the first half, Centurions up 2 touchdowns, 14-0.
And we'll be back in just a minute.
And this is a Kleeper Construction Scoreboard Report. For all your building needs and construction needs, contact Shane Kleeper, proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
While we've got this break in the action, our break in the action sponsors are...
This break in the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic.
And here is the kick right here. It's going to hit the ground, and he better pick it up. He almost didn't get there to pick it up.
We almost picked it up for him.
Yes, we did. Doing a good job of letting that ball lay down and die.
This kickoff is brought to you by Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Spartanburg. Larry's Trophies can take care of all of your trophies, plaques, and awards needs. Call Terry Hall today at 864-582-0106.
Coach, the ball's on the Blacksburg 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
And here comes the Wildcats. One back in the backfield, given to the I-back back there. And he gets it across to about the 34-yard line on the play. And looks like the player who carried the ball is down right now for an entry on the clock. Looked like maybe
Asher Littlejohn made a tackle. That was a good tackle.
I believe it was Clark, number 5, on the carry then. So it is a medical group of the Carolinas injury report with Dr. Philip Essie. While we've got this chance, I want to mention another one of our sponsors, and that is Concoction Ministries with Bill Cox, that he is gearing up now for all of his Christmas programs coming up with his Christmas Chronicles. And again, just right around the corner is Christmas, and he will be doing some of his plays and the dramas here in the area, though, but Concoction Ministries. So back to the field we go.
The running back for Blacksburg's coming off gingerly off the field. You said Harris.
Let's see, number 9 on the play was for them. Was it number 9 that was hurt? Number 5 was his Clark.
Oh,
He's
Clark.
a defensive end also. And there's a quarterback getting spun down, and they spun him forward. That was actually Jameson Coffey, the quarterback. And they almost spun him to a first down, and I think they did. Coffey probably felt like he was in a cup and saucer then.
That's right. He was being spun around.
The deep back right now, and Coffey kept it. And, man, we got bodies assembling everywhere there. That Morgan for the Centurions got sat on then, Nick Morgan. He pulled the ball that time. The quarterback pulled the ball. Coffey pulled it and kind of stumbled after that, and it's going to be a loss on the play now on make 2nd down and about 15 yards to go. Man, a really tight formation, power formation right here, and getting across, man, almost getting up the first down back then, and that was number 5 back in the ball game. That was Clark. But Coach Tony, they just went to a total power package, and that's what they're in right now. They have no receivers. Everybody is really, if you look at it, is in a really bunched up formation right here. This is similar to something Union ran last year. They got 3 backs in the backfield, and all of them are blocking, and man, pretty good stick in the backfield by the Centurions.
That quarterback, he pretty much picked all that yardage up on his own, didn't he?
Yeah, Ricky McCullough just kind of stuck his head in there that time. Made contact in the backfield, but they only needed a yard to go to get the first down. But let's see if they stay with this.
First down at the midfield stripe.
It's a sugar and spice 1st and 10. And the nose of the ball is on the 50-yard line. Not the 51, not the 49, on the 50-yard line.
Too bad, Adam.
Centurions defense trying to dig in. They've got that unbalance to the top of the screen up there. Now they're running away from it. And again, they have put Clark, number 5, that he has gone just straight into a Wildcat quarterback position now. So they got about 6 yards out of that play.
Yeah, those 3 on the other side, as soon as the ball was snapped, they went to the right.
Yep,
He followed them.
and they ran away from the unbalanced line. They ran
right.
like a counter look away
Yeah.
from the power formation.
That's right.
They're going to shift this time, and it's going to be unbalanced to the bottom of the screen
Yeah.
right here.
That's right. That's what they did. Let's see if they go left.
Yep, they're going away. They're going to top the screen. And, man, he just keeps churning there. He gets down to about the 39-yard line.
That's the second straight time they've done that, Coach.
And it's another
Restraint.
sugar and spice, 1st and 10. The sticks are moved again, but the Blacksburg Wildcats have hit on something now with this power formation. Coach Fleming, we might see some of that, and they've
Right.
elected to go with that
That's
right
right.
now. Just to the power running game. They don't have a quarterback in the game right now. They have got their defensive end playing Wildcat quarterback out of this, and they're going to run it till they get stopped.
That time they ran it with them. The other ones, they didn't go to the opposite side.
And I see Levi Bishop and his sidekick, Asher Littlejohn. That's Batman and Robin out there. They were those two buddies were the ones that teamed up, and it was a short gain that time of only about 2 yards. So.
They ran to that heavy side that time.
Yep.
The other times they ran opposite.
Now they're going to put the receivers back in, and the quarterback checks back in the game on 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Back in the game is Coffee at quarterback, one back in the backfield. Gives it to his running back up the middle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a stick then by...
Number 58.
Yeah, that was Bishop then, Levi Bishop. That was like running into a telephone pole.
Hey, it was. He stood his ground, but he hit the way it's supposed to.
Yes, he did, and he wanted to celebrate.
yeah.
He jumped up quick, but, man, he put the wham on that running back there. It looked like he ran right into a pole.
Great lick.
3rd down here, and he gets nowhere. Ball's fumbled right now. Centurions look like they've got it. And it looks like Nick Morgan's on the recovery right there for the Broome Centurions. So Broome forces a turnover here.
Great job by the Centurion defense.
And they stop the drive right here.
Coach Blacksburg, they look like they want to maintain ball control, but,
Yep.
really, that's not good when you get behind 2 touchdowns.
No, it's not. But, Coach Tony, I'm going to tell you what, I would have stuck with that a little bit
Hey,
longer
I'll
than
tell you
they
what,
did
they were
because it
picking
was
good
moving.
yardage.
It was moving.
You're right.
Here come the Centurions, and Blacksburg's going to call timeout right now. So we're going to take this timeout right now, and it's going to be this timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all your uniform and printing needs. Pen Prints is the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR code while watching the game and order the latest Centurion athletic wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics. Taking a quick look right here at upcoming schedules. Next week, the Centurions get into region play as the Woodruff Wolverines come to town for a showdown at Royal Stadium. Back to action. Here we go right here. Twins to both sides, dropping back to pass is Dearberry. He's got plenty of room. He's going to fire one up the field. He's got Braden Simpson wide open for the touchdown, Centurions.
Looked like the Blacksburg defender. Looked like he slipped and fell.
And Braden was wide open, and I can remember talking to Braden. Told me a couple of weeks ago, when you're that wide open, it scares you to death. He said he'd rather catch one in traffic than have that much room, though. So the pediatric dentistry team is on the field. Dolly's happy and zooming right now with her 3rd touchdown of the night. Roger McGee on to attempt the PAT. Jameson Dearberry is the holder. And I believe we're ready now. There's a snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good.
And with 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first half, Centurions 21, Blacksburg 0.
And this is a Kleeper Construction scoreboard report. For all your building needs and construction needs, contact Shane Kleeper, proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
Okay, while we've got this quick minute right here, we're going to take a look at the Faces of Total Victory. That is Kay O'Sullivan's ministry, that she ministers through all the female coaches and athletes in the upper state. I know Broome's one of the groups that she spends a lot of time with, but we appreciate everything she does for our female coaches and athletes. And here's the kick. It's going to be an end over end, caught, not knowing where to go. He's running around. Falls, comes out. Looks like the Centurions may have got it. Let's see who got it. Did they get it back? I believe they were fortunate. They fell on that one and got it back, but the ball was on the turf then. And it will be Blacksburg football spotted at the 32-yard line to start this drive. Again, Centurions lead 21-0 with just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half action, Broome defense is back on the field. And we'll see right now the big defensive end goes back to running back, and he's going to be slung down in the backfield.
Hey, there's a fumble.
They blew it down,
No,
I think.
They did.
Yep, they did.
They did, my bad.
And that was big Kelvin Crook who came in and just threw him down like he was some kind of doll baby back there. So it's going to be a loss of about 5 on the play. $15 on the play clock right now. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 up top. Dropping back to pass, firing up the field, and it's going to be, intercepted by number 10 for the Centurions. And he was the man who had the pick 6 last week. That was Shands again. But there's laundry on the field. Let's see what the laundry is.
We had some deflection on that. Turn into the interception.
Let's see what the laundry's all about. Ineligible receiver, Blacksburg, decline, Broome Centurion football. So the D2 Power Sports flag on the play is decline, and Broome's got a turnover now, and they're in business again here.
At the 26-yard line of the Wildcats. Let's see if we can score that touchdown.
Centurions come out with 3 receivers to the top of the screen. Braden Simpson at the bottom of the screen, faking it. Ball's going to be thrown to Asher Littlejohn. He's got a full head of steam. Asher Littlejohn going to the house. Touchdown, Centurions.
Took it to the house, Coach.
And Dolly is happy and running up and down the field, zooming our touchdown mascot. And Asher Littlejohn finds the end zone again. I tell you what, he is just fast. He hit that hole so quick, and it was off to the races, and nobody was going to catch him.
Nope.
And congratulations to Asher Littlejohn, was selected this week to play in the North-South All-Star game. Congratulations to Asher. Here's the PAT. Roger McGee's kick is up, and the kick is good.
All right, 28-0 with 3 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the first half of action.
And this is a Kleeper Construction scoreboard report. For all your building needs and construction needs, contact Shane Kleeper, proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
So the Centurions have put the pedal to the metal here after a little bit of sluggish start, and it may have been a little bit of hangover from that big win last week, but they have become opportunistic. That's a mouthful. On the defense, yes.
Hey, that's right. Hey, Good playing by the Centurions tonight. That's the way to take over last Friday night's victory, and hopefully we're on to another victory.
On to kick. I sworn that says 82, but Coach Fleming told me it was 32. Ball's going to be kicked back. And number 1 on the return, he cuts it up the middle, and he's going to be driven back by number 20 then. That was our defensive player of the week from last week, William Wilkins, on the tackle, though. But congratulations. That last week, you can see William right here. Williams was the defensive player of the week and was treated to chili cheeseburgers, what he got, Coach
All right.
Tony.
Hey, you can't go wrong with that. I'll tell you that right now.
No, you can't.
Ball's on the 37-yard line of Blacksburg. Do they have enough, or?
I don't think they got enough men.
No.
7 on the play clock right here. You better hurry up.
I don't know if
They're going back to this unbalanced look, and they're going to have to call timeout. Yes, they are. So we're going to take this timeout with them.
This timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all your uniform and printing needs. Pen Prints is the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR code while watching the game and order the latest Centurion athletic wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics.
And we're going to take a quick look right now at all of the sponsors that make our games possible right here. Appreciate all these people for the things they do for our program, the money they put in, or things we trade with them, and all kind of stuff here to make these games possible. All right, back to action. Go. We got about 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go till halftime. Centurions lead by the score of 28-0. Coach Tony, they're back in that power formation
that
with
power
no
formation,
quarterbacks.
hey, no. The quarterback this time, he may have picked up a yard that time.
Yeah, and they don't really have a quarterback in this. They've got a defensive end / running back.
Kind of like what you call a wildcat, literally speaking.
Yes, it is.
That would be prevalent for being over here in Blacksburg, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. There's a lot of wildcat formations out there, a whole formation. Now they're going to run this power formation to the top of the screen. They've got second down, 9 yards to go. Everybody in there, he's going to try to run. He's not finding anything, and wham.
Yeah.
He just got smacked that time by number 15. Nick Morgan just came up and said, "How do you do?"
They ran the other direction from where that power play was developing.
And let's see. I was waiting to see if they put back in their quarterback, but they're going to stick with this power formation on a third down, 9 yards to go. The Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is out at the 47-yard line, but they're going to stick with this power formation.
Tell you what, we got them jiggling in now. It looks like there's
Total confusion right now. Total confusion, and they're going to have to use their last time out right here.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about that. You have like some Jack in the Boxes, had some run one way and some run the other way.
Pop goes the weasel.
Hey, it was a weasel popping. 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining.
Okay.
And Coach, whenever you get
Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all your uniform and printing needs. Pen Prints is the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise.
Okay, Coach Tony, what were you saying now?
Whenever you get time there, based on your jurisdiction, I got some scores I can.
Go ahead and spit them out then. We got a minute right here.
You got a minute, okay.
We do.
All right, well, of course, we know our score here. First score, Boiling Springs 14, Eastside 7. Second quarter of action, Burns 14, Dorman 10. Second quarter of action, Belton Honey Path 28, Chapman 0.
Wow.
And back to action.
Here we go. We've got third down, and the Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is out at the Blacksburg 47-yard line. They're in the power formation right now, trying to run the sweep out of it, and being knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Asher Littlejohn again on the tackle. And let's see where they go with it right here, or the punt unit comes in. Broome's going to take time out right here.
2 minutes to go.
Okay, exactly. There's no such thing as a 2-minute warning in high school football, but this clock stopped right with 2 to go. So while we've got this break in the action right now,
You by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School.
and halftime, we've got a part of an interview that we did, let's see, for this past week at Sugar and Spice. We're going to talk to the birthday boy. We're going to talk to Reese Wagerman at halftime and let you hear a little bit about what he had to say. But number 7 for the Centurions, who's dropping back deep right now, today is his birthday. So how about a return for touchdown on your birthday? That would be good.
About a 70-yard punt return.
So we're going to give you the big screen here to see what happens on this kick. Centurions are not rushing anybody. Looks like they're not blocking anybody either. So that's where we're going to stop right here. And Broome's going to take over on the offense right now. 28-0 here with a minute and 53 seconds to go till halftime.
We've got a penalty there, Coach.
Wonder what the penalty was. Not sure what they're doing here. The D2 Power Sports penalty, that I did not see a signal for it.
Coach, I don't know if it had anything to do with that calling a fair catch or not. Where that ball was rolling in last second.
Well, he wasn't going to run it, so he just picked it up.
Yeah.
Faking. Ball's going to be screened off here. Screen plays to Booker. Booker's going to try to break it. He's still breaking it. He's still going. He's going to be slung down at the 41-yard line. Nice play, screen play set up to Taekwon Booker then. And we've got laundry on the field, and we had a player slow getting up for Blacksburg.
And that was a receiver downfield, I believe.
I believe that's what I heard them say. So it's going to bring it back now. There's an injured player down right now for Blacksburg. It's number 4, the outside linebacker, Oglesby.
He's limping off the field, Coach.
Is assisted off the field. So it is a medical group of the Carolinas injury timeout right now. Dr. Philip Essie and his colleagues. Ball's going to be spotted back now at the 12-yard line of Broome. Got it on their own 12-yard line. They've got a minute and 40 seconds to go.
Let's see if we can get us another touchdown.
They got the lightning to go that far that quick. 3 receivers to the left. One ball's given right up the middle then. Not much there. Slung back on the play. It's going to be second down. Running back that time for the Centurions was number 8. That was Brown. Didn't get much. 3 receivers to the bottom. To the top screen, 1 to the bottom. Dropping back to pass. Screen pass thrown to Asher Littlejohn, and they did not block anybody that time. The minute he caught that, he got
tackled.
Yes, he did. So it's going to bring up third down and halfway back to I-85 now. Less than a minute to go here in first half action. Clock running.
They may be content on just running the clock out, Coach.
Yep. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left up top by himself. Down to 35 seconds and running. Dropping back to pass. He's looking to throw deep. And that's interference. Yes, it is. Braden Simpson tried to catch it, and they grabbed his shoulder before he could get back. It's going to be pass interference then. But he had beaten his man. And again, that's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports to see Bruce and all of his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, call 864-542-9599 with 2 locations in Spartanburg and in Greer.
Coach Tony, even with the penalty, then the Centurions did not get the first down. So it's third down and 3. And on the run there is Brown. Brown's got the first down. Brown gets out of bounds up around the 42 with 15 seconds to go.
Still churning. Nice running.
Yes, that sure was.
You know, Centurions, they got a luxury of having 2 very good running backs.
Yes, they do. Devo Brown was out last week, and he is back this week. And, man, he hit that hole pretty quick,
Sure
too.
did.
So it's a sugar and spice, 1st and 10, Centurions.
Got some speed to burn.
They do. They got 15 seconds. I got to put some time back on my clock here. Dropping back to pass. Oh, and that's intercepted. That's picked off right there. And coming over to make the tackle then was Brown. But that's 11.9 seconds to go that Blacksburg's got the ball. That ball just sailed.
Hey, it did.
Oh.
Sailed over.
So let's see what Blacksburg can do with it. Blacksburg's got the ball first possession of the second half. And we'll see what they can come up with. But they got time. They don't have any timeouts. They got too many men on the field.
Or somebody try to call
Somebody
timeout.
called timeout. Broome may have called the timeout then, but it was going to be a penalty. Wow. Broome did them a favor then because they were going to have too many men on the field with that. But Broome calls the timeout.
This timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all your uniform and printing needs. Pen Prints is the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR code while watching the game and order the latest Centurion athletic wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics.
Okay, Coach Tony, we got time for 1, maybe 2 plays here before halftime. Let's see what they do right here. See if the Centurions are kind of in a little bit of a prevent. They've got they got 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top, and it's going to be reversed right now if they're going to try to run. Nice move in the open field.
A little zigzagging. Maybe time I don't know.
And that's going to be
Well, down to
1/10 1/10 of a second.
1/10 of a second. So we still got another play. That's one of the
Wow.
That's one of the conveniences of playing at home.
Yes, it was. Nice little inside reverse they ran to number 1. That was Phillips, and they spot the ball, immediately start the clock.
Yeah,
Blacksburg did not
it.
have any timeouts, and so we have reached halftime in your game. And so your halftime score is the Broome Centurions 28, Blacksburg 0, and we're going to go to our halftime show right now and go to the birthday boy, Reese Wagerman, right now, and let's hear from him at the Sugar and Spice. And welcome to the Sugar and Spice. We have one of our co-offensive players of the week, Reese Wagerman, with us here. Going to give you his numbers on the game right here. If I can find them again, let me see where they were right now. And the game didn't do very much in the game. He had, 2 rushes for -2 yards. We'll get the worst over with, though. Had 1 rush for a touchdown. Had 11 catches for 134 yards and a touchdown receiving. And I think you did a heck of a job there. We called your name many a time there. But I just got through telling Coach Fleming just a minute ago, I think pound for pound, in my book, you're the toughest guy on the team. All right, let's talk a little bit about, you started the year as a running back.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, that you did a good job with it and all. But do you feel like you're better off, you're back at your best position? Because, I mean, it's kind of hard getting through the line sometimes when there wasn't holes and all. But would
Yes,
you
sir.
rather be getting the ball in the open field where you can do things with it, or on the jet sweeps and all where you got a chance to run, do some stuff?
Yes, sir. I like it a lot better at receiver. I feel like I've always played it, so I'm just more comfortable there. I know how to get open and just stuff like that.
Okay, and some other things that really jumped out at me, that you made some tough catches the other night in traffic. And, you know, there's a lot of times that even one of Powdersfield's guys had alligator arms over the middle like that. But, you know, there were some times when you went in there and caught the ball when, you know, that you ran the possibility of getting your head knocked off. What are your thoughts on those plays like that?
Well, I trust Jay to put it in a good spot, so whenever he throws it, just go get the ball. You know, I'm willing to do what I can, anything for my team.
Okay, and you've done that too, because like I say, when you were running back, I don't know how many times that Coach Tony and I and the other guys in the booth with me, when you've run the ball, you're not going down on the first contact. And you on your own have managed to get yards after your carry or tackle there, though. But just talk a little bit about that too, your second effort, that they'll spin you around. You will not go down that first contact.
Yes, sir. I try to get as many yards as I can, and, you know, the team, you know, they feed off that, hypes them up a little bit when you make a big play, bouncing off of people like that. So I try my best to get to the first down and keep the chains moving.
Okay. All right, let's go back to another thing, kickoff returns.
Yes,
Talk
sir.
about that. Now, when can we expect to see you take one to the house?
Sometime soon, I hope. Just got to find that hole.
All right, we're in a foot race with Asher and a foot race with Braden. Where would you finish?
Those are some pretty fast guys. I'd probably be about 5 yards behind them.
No, I don't know about that yet, but those are probably the 2 fastest guys on the
Yeah,
team from what
by far,
I'm
yes.
hearing and all, though. But just talk a little bit about this year. This is your senior year and all.
Yes,
and,
sir.
you know, what were your goals coming into the year? What were you trying to accomplish?
Well, main thing is, you know, to leave it better than I found it, or than we found it. Just leave a good example for the young guys, and just, you know, give it our all for the last year.
How frustrating were the first few weeks? Because y'all played Friday night pretty much. I think like y'all thought, and a lot of people thought, you'd be playing right there when y'all were kind of sputtering on offense and really couldn't get anything going, though. How frustrating was that?
Well, I mean, it wasn't fun, but, you know, it was, you know, guys not knowing what to do when we weren't executing, you know, the play. But, you know, we just got it all together. Pattersville just we didn't really stress about nothing. Just went out there and played our game.
Okay. You got Blacksburg this week, and you want to keep this thing. You got a chance to get your record back to 500.
Yes, sir.
You got a chance to go into conference play on a 2-game winning streak. What have you seen with the film on Blacksburg? You're playing on both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
seen your keys?
I think we have a pretty good chance to go in there and win by a good amount.
Okay. So that will be something good to shoot for on that, though. So Coach Fleming was telling me, though, that your dad's a tree cutter, and said that's where you got some of that breaking the tackle by lugging trees all over the place.
Yes,
there,
sir.
though.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know your mother has to put up with Dr. Birch there, that I've been down there and seen. They're, at Christmas time, they're a jolly little group of elves down there, though. So is that where you got your toughness from doing a lot of work with your dad and all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Long days working with them.
I bet so. Well, my dad was in the carnival business.
Oh, wow.
And so when I grew up, I had to set up and take down amusement rides.
Oh, wow.
And we had 100-pound cast iron for the carousel, 100-pound carousel horses that I had to lug that around, and for the train ride, the railroad track and all. So I know what it's like having to work for Dad,
Yes, sir.
lugging that heavy stuff around, though. So I know how that is right there, too. All righty. Tear it up. It's paid for. So, all right, let's go right now. We're going to jump into some odds and ends questions, and then we're going to hit the lightning round for you. All right, what month were you born in?
September
Okay, September the what?
26th.
So your birthday's coming up.
Yep, on Blacksburg.
I'll remember that. I'll have to sing happy birthday to you on the air. We'll see if we can remember. Favorite food?
Steak.
Okay, with or without ketchup?
No ketchup.
No ketchup. Okay. Any sauce? You just take it straight.
Well, if it's a good steak, no sauce. But if it's like I'll have some A1 with it.
Rare, medium, or well done?
Medium.
Okay. I don't want mine mooing. When you stick a fork in, it goes
Yes, sir.
moo. No, I ain't eating that. All right. What's your favorite pet?
A dog.
Okay. I love dogs. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever skinny dipped?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's see right here. Have you ever ridden in an ambulance?
Yes, sir.
You have?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was it you? Is something that got hurt, or?
Yes, sir. It was me.
Okay. What happened?
I had something going on with my heart.
Oh,
and
God.
I just went to the hospital.
But
just to get
everything was
fixed up.
okay?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Let's see. What do you binge watch on TV?
The only show I really binge watched is a show called Outer Banks.
Okay. I've heard of that before. Sure do. What's the worst pain you've ever had?
Probably breaking my collarbone.
Okay. I would probably say kidney stone was what I had. I've had like 9 of those. Whew. Can you play an instrument?
No, sir.
Can you sing?
No, sir.
Can you dance?
No, sir.
All right. Who's your favorite actor?
Probably Will Ferrell.
Okay. Yeah, I like him too. He's done some good movies right there. What's your most embarrassing moment?
Probably trying to boogie board and I fell and I slipped and fell on my back.
Oh, ouch. Okay. If they made a movie about you, of your life story, who would you want to play you in the movie?
Adam Sandler.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Do you like nice, quick showers or a long soaking bath?
A quick shower.
Okay. Sometimes I like a long soaking shower.
Yes, sir.
All right. As a little boy, what was your favorite Halloween costume?
Spider-Man.
Okay. Have you ever shot a gun?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you cook?
No, sir.
Okay. You need to learn how to do
Yes,
that.
yes,
You
sir.
need to learn how to do that. All right. Have you ever changed a flat tire?
Yes, sir.
I bet you have. And would you ever skydive?
No, sir.
No, you couldn't give me all the money
No.
to get me to jump out of an
I
airplane.
mean, maybe $1 million I might, but I don't know.
Well, my luck, it wouldn't open, and I wouldn't get the cash in on it. The chute wouldn't open, and I've wasted the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
Somebody else gets it. All right, what's your favorite season of the year?
Winter.
Okay. Have you ever held a snake?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
No, sir.
Did you ever sleep with a nightlight?
Yes, sir.
I did too. Hamburgers or hot dogs?
Hamburgers,
Pizza or tacos?
pizza.
What are you afraid of? Do you have a phobia or something, or what are you afraid of?
I don't like snakes.
Okay, I don't like them a whole lot either. I sure don't. Let's see, what else? Can you drive a stick shift?
I'm somewhat still learning.
Grind till you
Yes,
find.
sir. Yes, sir.
I remember those days. Let's see. Let me look on here. Have you ever been to a foreign country?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's see. Look at here. What was your favorite all-time? And welcome back to Bob Blanton Field here in Blacksburg, South Carolina. Your halftime score is Broome 28 and Blacksburg 0. Coach Tony, I believe you have got some area scores of interest for us here.
Yes, sir. I got some updated scores. At the half, Abbeville 14, Westside 7, Pickens 27, Berea 21, Landrum in the second quarter 21, Blue Ridge 28, Eastside 7, and Bowling Spring 21. Second quarter, Dorman 23, Burns 14.
Ooh.
Second quarter, Honey Path 28, Chapman 0. Second quarter, Liberty 21, Crescent 22. At the half, Man 0, Greenville 20. Greenwood 10, Hillcrest 7. Carolina and Pendleton having a battle there in the first quarter, 0-0. Second quarter, Gaffney 7, Spartanburg 7. Second quarter, Clinton Red Devils 40, Union County 0. And in the second quarter, Woodruff 7, Wren 14.
So those are our scores brought to you by Kleeper Construction. For all your building needs that you have, call Shane Kleeper. Shane Kleeper has been one of the original sponsors for the 20 years of Broome Centurion football broadcast. This is celebrating our 20th year broadcasting Centurion football, and he has been one that has been so dependable and has helped me be able to get on the air when we needed extra money for playoffs or anything. He's been a man that's kept us going here for 20 years, and I appreciate him. Want to quickly catch up with some of our sponsors right now, some sponsors going around the horn here. And it's another Sugar and Spice, First and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down Pine Street, stop by and see the Spice Crew for great food. The Sugar and Spice is a Spartanburg tradition for over 60 years. And this is a Kleeper Construction scoreboard report. For all your building needs and construction needs, contact Shane Kleeper, proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football. This break in the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School. And it's a Premier Sports Lighting third down in the yard to gain. Premier Sports Lighting is providing high schools and colleges throughout the state with sports lighting systems. Contact Broome alumnus Andrew Weathers and let him brighten up your day. And the Centurion Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry special teams are taking the field. Dr. Austin Birch and his staff are special teams that make sure your child's teeth are always taken care of. For your next appointment, contact Austin today. This kickoff is brought to you by Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Spartanburg. Larry's Trophies can take care of all of your trophies, plaques, and awards needs. Call Terry Hall today at 864-582-0106. And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports to see Bruce and all of his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, call 864-542-9599 with 2 locations in Spartanburg and in Greer. This time out is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all your uniform and printing needs. Pen Prints is the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR code while watching the game and order the latest Centurion athletic wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics.
Also, Concoction Ministries that Bill Cox is working on the Christmas Chronicles this week was working on putting those dramas together. They'll be coming out in your area doing the dramas sometime soon during the Christmas season, and by Faces of Total Victory with Kay O'Sullivan and her women's ministry to the female athletes and coaches in the upper state, the college and high school students. She does a great job of ministering to all the ladies involved in athletics in the upper state. And our final sponsor is the medical group of the Carolinas with Dr. Philip Essie. We appreciate him and his crew for being a part and helping to make our broadcast possible this year too. I believe we are about ready, Coach Tony, to get the show on the road again. Your halftime score is Broome 28 and Blacksburg 0. And the Blacksburg Wildcats will get the first possession of the second half. The Broome Centurions will be kicking off. And we can look out the window and we can see the rains are still falling.
Rain sit better now.
Yes, it's coming down, but it is dry and happy where we're sitting.
Absolutely, and top that off too, it's probably about 72 degrees, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and we appreciate the great hospitality tonight by Blacksburg High School, that they've took care of us, gave us a nice place to broadcast from. They gave us a place to park there, and they were very hospitable to us tonight. We appreciate that.
Very cordial.
And you know, the best part about it was we didn't have to bring our own bar stools this week to sit on like last week. Lord, we had to take the kitchen sink with us. Powdersville didn't give us a place to sit, and we'd remember that from the playoffs last year.
Well, next Friday night we'll be in the friendly confines of Broome High School when the Woodruff High School Wolverines come to town.
And you can see the upcoming schedule right here coming up here for the remainder of the school year or football season. Woodruff is next week's game. It's a home game. We will be at Union County the following week. We will take a week off and play that good old open date before coming back and playing MVP at home and then Chapman on the road. So,
isn't that something, Coach? It seemed like the season just started.
I know, and region play kicks off next week. That's money time there, Coach. I always said that, told my kids, when you get to region time, that is money time. These games count and they matter and you keep score and stuff, but when you're participating and for competing for region championships, that all cranks up next week.
Hey, the month of October region, then November playoffs.
So we are ready to go. Centurions are teeing it up. Number 17 for Broome is teeing it up on the play right now. That's Oskin Altman. He is Coach Fleming's exchange student who's going to give it a wallop. And he gives it a nice little ride down to about the 10-yard line. And that's where Blacksburg is going to start running right now. And the sky just fell on. No, that was Asher Littlejohn. That's just like the sky. Asher's a big, tall, fast fellow, but he just caved in on the return man. And got the stop there, and that's where Blacksburg will show up here.
The 30-yard line of Blacksburg.
Be curious to see if they go back down 28-0, if they try to do any of this power play football. They do have 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. They've got the big defensive end / running back in the game now. They're going to give him the ball, and he's going to move the pile over to about the 35-yard line on the play, across the 35 for a gain of close to 5 yards on the play on first down.
Coach, most of the time, the Centurions have been playing pretty good defensively to stop that, and then on the other hand, that takes time off the clock. So
it is.
That can work in the Centurions' hands.
Well, if you're down 28-0, Coach Tony, you and I both know you're
right.
limited in the number of possessions you get.
You are.
And this running the sweep right here is Clark, and let's see what they call right there.
Looked like there's a fumble on
There was
the
a
play,
fumble
but
there.
they
Did
call
Broome
it.
get it before it went out of bounds? That's what they're talking about down here. Let's see what they're saying right here.
Well, they broke that hole in a hurry, the referees did.
Okay, they're giving him a sugar and spice first down. They've marked the first down.
At the 48-yard line of the Centurions.
So, again, Clark, number 5, has given them some running. He's a big fella back there at the running back position. He's also defensive end. They're going to give him the ball again, and he's going to be met
Hey, no place
and
for him
slung
to go.
down then. Trying to see, I believe that was big number 75. That's Kelvin Crooks, and he just met him head on.
4 and 54 were in on the play too there, Coach.
Yep. That was number 4. That was Jalen Ramirez, and number 54 is Cedric Fernandez, though. But that is big old Kelvin Crook. Look,
Right.
he's wrestling a grizzly bear there. So it's going to be 2nd 10, no gain on the play. On the sweep right here, number 1's trying to turn the corner. Broome player got held on the play, and they throw the flag then. The contained man there for the Centurions was Aiden Hemphill Sands, and he got held on the play. I could see them up here.
That running back for the Wildcats, he ran about 30 yards.
He ran it all for naught.
It was wide,
That was Phillips on the carry
to
then.
say the least.
But it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play. Don't penalize yourself by missing out on the better things in life. Go to D2 Power Sports to see Bruce and all of his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle. For more information, call 864-542-9599 with 2 locations in Spartanburg and in Greer.
And I would encourage you, sometime you get a chance, go by there. It's just fun to look at all the, I call them toys in there. You've got these sports recreational vehicles and all-terrain vehicles. You've got cycles in there. You've got jet skis in there. You've got all kind of things that I could get in a lot of trouble on. Here we go. Trips to the top, a little counterplay back the other way, and he gets out of that. Now, they're going to call face mask for that, and there's no way he had that face mask, Coach Tony. He had him around the neck, and they're going to call a face mask, and that is not.
Personal foul, face
See,
mask.
that's I said that last week, that's bull. Because he did not have him by the mask. He had him under the chin, had him right there, slung him around, but he never touched the face mask. That is, I'll speak some foreign language, some crapola right there. And they're going to march off 15 yards. Not enough for first down, but it's going to give them 2nd down and about 7 yards to go.
To the Centurion 44-yard line.
And good hit then. Going low to make the tackle was Martin then. And Asher Littlejohn, Levi Bishop is saying, why are you not calling the holding penalty on me back here? And now the linemen are mocking him from Blacksburg. And that's not a good idea because Levi's lining up across you, number 77. You may get tattooed here in a minute within the play of game.
That's right.
Not smart to do that because you were the one holding anyway that they didn't call. Here we go again with the power run again.
Right to the power side.
Yep. And that is big old 74 for the Centurions getting up off the pile. That is Carson Taylor, the big junior. Got in here, so it's going to be fourth down now. Fourth down and about 4 yards to go.
Yeah, they had to go for it, Coach.
Yes. Play being sent in right here. Centurions have got some beef up front right now. I'm looking at that right now. 75 and 74 and 54. They got the Beef Brothers up there. Plus, they got a timeout right here. So they're going to think about this one. So we're going to take this timeout with them. With your score, Broome 28, Blacksburg 0.
This timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all your uniform and printing needs. Pen Prints is the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR code while watching the game and order the latest Centurion athletic wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics.
Coach Tony, I may come back to that little counter look that they run away from the power side of the field
Right.
with those three backs in the backfield leading.
That's correct.
That was a good-looking play for them the first half. They need 4 yards right here. Let's see what they come out with right now.
Because you certainly, looking at it from my viewpoint, you can forget about the pass.
Yeah, because you don't have a quarterback in.
Unless they know something I don't know.
And coming this way right here to the power side, he's got it. He's gone. If he run out of bounds?
He sure did there, Coach. They went to that power side.
It looked like he could have stepped on that line a couple of times in. That's a touchdown for them, but he did a great job of tight wire walking, but it was the referee should have been watching that line because it looked like he stepped on it twice.
We don't have instant replay in high school.
No, we don't. So Blacksburg is now on the board with the run. Are they going to try to kick it? Yep, here comes the kicker now.
Kicker over there, I believe he was taking a Gatorade break.
I believe so. All right, here we go. On to attempt the PAT. And the kick is good.
And this is a Kleeper Construction scoreboard report. For all your building needs and construction needs, contact Shane Kleeper, proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
So your new score is Broome 28, Blacksburg 7 now on the board. We are getting ready for the Larry's Trophies kickoff. Coming up here in just a minute. Centurions have the return team on the field.
Coach, you don't think there's a possibility of an onside kick on this?
That's what I was getting ready to ask you.
I asked you first.
I wouldn't. You'd just be giving Broome probably good field position right here.
What, the Centurions have had excellent field position the entire game.
This kickoff is brought to you by Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Spartanburg. Larry's Trophies can take care of all of your trophies, plaques, and awards needs. Call Terry Hall today at 864-582-0106.
All right, here we go right now. The ball's teed up at the 40. The kicker is number 25. I don't have a number 25. Mystery Man's going to kick it off, and he booms it down the field. And it's going to be Braden Simpson on return right here. He hits the hole and gets it to the 39-yard line. And that's where the Centurions will start their first drive here of the second half.
And we have a penalty on the play, Coach.
Maybe The old mystery face mask again.
Face mask.
So it's a D2 Power Sports face mask, and they're going to walk it up for 5-yard penalty.
That may have been a Maybelline call.
I believe it could have, or a L'Oreal, depending on your brand.
If you're right.
All right, here we go. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Booker gets the ball. He's dragging people, and then he gets gang tackled. Still, finally, they get him down, sling him down.
Looked like he got up to about the 46-yard line.
Yep, he got about 2.5 there. So it's going to bring up second down and a short 8, long 7, depending on what kind of.
Viewpoint you have.
Yes. 3 receivers up top. Ball's given to Booker. Booker's going to try to turn the corner. He cuts it up. He's got a hole. He gets it across the midfield stripe, and he's got a sugar and spice.
Right.
1st and 10.
Very, very good run that time by Booker.
Yes.
Find out where his hole is, and he hit it hard.
He just makes good decisions.
He does.
And makes the good cuts. He waits for his blocker.
Patience.
And that's one thing he's really matured in. So it's another sugar and spice 1st and 10. Want to invite you. We have a good time on Tuesday nights too. Sugar and spice. We had a good crowd there last week. But we have a good time. A lot of food, fun, and fellowship, and players honoring our players of the week with some wild questions that they have never thought of before. Little John in motion right here. Faking the tall sweep to him. Dearberry's got to get rid of it. No, he better get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. No.
He made it back up to about the 49-yard line.
He's got to get rid. He had Asher Little John in the flat to even throw it away up there. But that's one you got to, when you get a chance, you got to get rid of it because you're not going to get out of that mess. I don't want to break his heart and tell him, but he's not Linares Sellers on being a Houdini, although Linares has not been a Houdini too much
That's right.
this year. Here we go, second down and about 16 to go now. On the draw play, Booker breaks it, and he gets back up to about the 47-yard line.
He got all that on his own. Coach.
Yes, he did. And it's going to bring up third down and about 12 yards to go. The Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is the 35-yard line. Long time sending the play in. We got 15 on the play clock here. Dearberry and Booker in the backfield. 3 receivers to the bottom down here. Dropping back to pass is Dearberry. Oh man, where's the flag? Now it comes down. That is a defenseless receiver. I can't believe it took that long to throw the flag.
That was close to targeting too.
That was vicious then. That was really vicious, and the Centurions player is hurt, getting up right now. That is Barnett. He was totally defensive, and that guy just basically cleaned his clock and wiped him out. Man, you're right, Coach Tony. You could have possibly called targeting and ejected him for that.
That's right.
But that was Barnett on the little drag route over the middle for the Centurions, and he just got, after the ball went by him, he just got his head taken off on the play. That has concussion written all over it. But it is a medical group of the Carolinas injury timeout right now. Dr. Philip Essie and his staff at the medical group of the Carolinas. We hope he's okay. Man, he got the snot bubbles knocked out of him. And that was a defenseless play because he got hit from the blind side. The play was over, and that was more like a cheap shot right there. I just hope that doesn't result in any type of retaliation on the other side of the ball for for that kind of shot right there, because that was totally, totally unnecessary. Medical staff out there with the player. He's up and woozy, but that is Tyler Barnett, the senior. I believe this is his first year playing football, though, but I'm not sure he even knows where he is right now. That he's kind of staggering back to the sidelines.
No doubt back, Coach. He got his bell rung on that one.
Wow. So they're going to mark the ball all the way down now with a personal foul. It's going to be marked all the way down at the 32-yard line there. But, I mean, that was a vicious enough hit where, you know, you could possibly, the officials could have ejected for that. Because that's just.
If that had been caused, that would have been a targeting without a doubt.
And he would have been gone. But, I mean, any level, that's unnecessary. That's totally uncalled for. Booker's still churning. Booker's going. Booker's.
Boy, what a run.
Man, he broke about 6 tackles.
He did. He runs hard. I love the way to see that young man run football.
And it's going to be another Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10.
He knows where to find that hole, and he hits it well there, Coach.
Ball on the 14-yard line. Going to keep it. It's Dearberry this time. Good play then, and he gets it down to the 10-yard line. And look at that. I told you.
Got a pancake, didn't it, Coach?
Yes, it did. And that's the one. That is Levi Bishop, the one. And officials just threw a flag on somebody.
No,
was that a towel? Excuse me, that's a white towel. But you remember me tell you players ago where Levi was complaining he was being held, and the guy from Blacksburg was taunting him? That was Levi that made that pancake block.
He put some syrup on top of
yes,
too.
A little whipped cream too. Ball's going to end zone, wide open, and it goes right through the hands of Asher Littlejohn.
Well, we can't blame Jameson for that. He laid that ball right out there for him.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down. And the Premier Sports Lighting yard to get is the 4-yard line. Ball spotted on the 11-yard line. Let's say 7 yards to go. I think Centurions are 2 down territory right now. One back in the backfield, Dearberry, twins to each side. Booker's going to try to turn the corner right here. He's got a head of steam, and he gets knocked down at about the 5-yard line. He's going to be just short. I think Centurions go for it now. It's going to be 4th and about 1. I'd run him outside again.
Run him again.
They're saying 4th and 3 is what they're saying. I don't know what kind of spot he got.
Blacksburg, I think, might have been offsides.
Let's see. We got a flag on the play.
Marching on down halfway distance. They getting ready to do it. We appreciate Blacksburg. Thank you.
And how many times have teams gotten Broome on that? On the going, changing the snap count up.
Yeah.
So it's be a D2 Power Sports flag on the play, which leads to the Sugar and Spice 1st and goal.
You really got to be disciplined.
You really do, Andy. It's really big, Andy. Low snap. Dearberry's going to have to run it himself because the snap was low when he missed the handoff. So he's going to be dropped back at about the 6-yard line.
Like he came up limping just a tad there, Coach.
Yep. So here we go. Got a little room here to go. 2nd goal from the 7. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Dearberry throws it out in the flat, and Wagerman could not pull that down. That was a little bit high. So it's going to be 3rd down and goal. All right, if you Broome right here, Coach Tony, and you don't get this, do you practice a game-type field goal down here? Or do you go for it? What would you do?
Coach, being up by 3 touchdowns, I'd go for it.
Okay.
You know, for future references too, you know, later on in the season.
10 on to the play clock here. Got to get the play off. 3rd and goal. Low snap. Ball's given to Booker. Booker's got a block. He's going down. Booker into the goal line. I think he stopped just, is it?
Maybe about a half yard line, Coach.
Wow. They're going to run him again. It's going to be 4th and goal.
Hey, run him again. Run him again.
And he walks into the touchdown. Touchdown, Centurions.
Hey.
And Dolly is going wild, zooming up and down the touchdown mascot.
We got a little fiasco going on down there.
There it just.
I saw a parachute go flying up in the air.
There, I told you that with that player getting, the Broome player getting whacked like he got over the middle there,
that's right.
there was some bad feelings after that.
And you know, football is an emotional type game.
Yes, it is, and football is a contact game too. But if you're Blacksburg and you're 0-6, you just kind of fed up with the world right now.
You're down about 35-7.
Yep. Okay, on to attempt the PAT. What are they going to do? Here? Will this be marked off? So it's the Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry PAT team. And the Centurions Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry special teams are taking the field. Dr. Austin Birch and his staff are special teams that make sure your child's teeth are always taken care of. So the PAT is no good. One of the Broome players got his helmet ripped off then. That's Kelvin Crooks. He's not real happy about that either. We may have a wild and woolly 4th quarter coming up here, Coach Tony.
I believe we will.
But our new score is, it's a Kleeper Construction scoreboard report. For all your building needs and construction needs, contact Shane Kleeper, proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football. This break in the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School. The unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the touchdown was on Blacksburg, so they're marking the penalty against Blacksburg. The ball will be kicked off from the Broome from the Blacksburg 45. Yes. And trying to see who the kicker is right now. Broome's got 3 kickoff men. This is the foreign kickoff student, Ozkan Altman. He ain't from around here. Ball falls off the tee. He's got the strongest leg. They may let him go ahead and just try to boot it in the end zone from here.
Or Coach, another idea would be, to just try to kick it down around the 5 or 10 yard line.
Well, that may be what he can do too.
Yeah.
Ball falls off the tee again.
Somebody might need to hold it. Is it that windy out there? I don't know.
I don't think so. The rain's just about, it's let up now. Don't kick it off when you turn and come back, step on it and kick it off.
We might have a squib kick.
Not to be confused with a squid kick. Man, that was a line drive. He caught that at the 2.
Yeah, about 2 yard line, wouldn't he?
Yep. Uh-huh.
He's going to get whacked.
And he's going to be down at the 21 yard line, so all that. If he had gotten out of the way, that ball would have gone out of the back of the end zone.
Easily there, Coach, because it was a line drive.
He caught that chin high at the 2 with smoke coming on it.
It wouldn't have been like a golf ball where possibly you could add some backspin. That ball didn't have it. It had forward spin on it.
All right, so 3:20 remaining here. And Jenny Tony just liked one of my stories. And up the sidelines and out of bounds. So it's going to be a sugar and spice 1st and 10.
Well, Coach, you got a response from her?
Yeah, I don't know what I got a response for.
Hey, you know where she's at, don't you?
Where?
She's up in Bloomington, Indiana.
Really?
Yep,
Wow.
with my daughter and granddaughter
Okay.
since this past Wednesday.
Well, hi, Jenny. Barry's behaving. I'll vouch for him. All right, here we go. Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10. He's going to try to get out again. Asher Littlejohn puts the wood to him and knocks him out. It's number 7 on the carry this time. Number 7, and I don't even have a number 7 on their roster. But whoever he was, he got about 5 yards on the carry. And he's in at running back. And being wrestled down.
Hey, it was a wrestling move, wasn't it?
That was Wrestle-Rama, big number 54. That is Cedric Fernandez.
Yeah,
It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
that's a nice tackle.
Yes, it was. They got to move it back a little bit. It's going to be 3rd and 2 now. The premier sports line to get is the 45-yard line. And they got him in the backfield then.
I believe he got him again.
He did. That was along with some help then from William.
Boy, he's literally on a roll there, Coach.
Yep, that was William Wilkins, who was the player of the week this past week, in on the tackle also.
The Centurions playing excellent defense tonight.
It's 4th down and 5 yards to go.
With 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Man in motion, sets up over here.
Got
Down to
Dubs-
6 on the play clock. They're
Dubs
shifting
left.
around.
Yep, Dubs left.
This will get the play off. He's going to give it off to the running back, and
There wasn't no room.
nothing there. I'm trying to see who gets up off the pile. That's number 54
Hey,
again.
That's Coach. That's 3 straight tackles for that young
Man, big Cedric Fernandez, the senior, makes the stop and turns the ball over to the Centurions.
3 excellent plays.
Yes, it was. So the Centurion offense is back on the field now.
Wonder why the clock stopped.
Change of possession. They switched over the ball from offense to defense. Yeah, that was 4th down. Ball's going to be thrown out here. And that is Braden Simpson, who's trying to weave his way down the sidelines.
Nice run.
And it's going to be a Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10.
Be great for that offense to go ahead and get that ball into the pigskin territory.
Yeah, and there is our crowd. That's the Spice crew that we see every Tuesday night there. Here we go. I'll give him to Booker. Looking for a block. Booker splits it up the middle. He accelerates down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, great run that time by
Man.
Booker.
He could have probably bounced out wide outside, but he saw a cut, and he went for it. He didn't hesitate. And it's another Sugar and Spice, 1st and 10.
Coach, I tell you what, there's some schools going to be looking at that young man, the way he runs that ball and so elusive.
Yes, he does. And he got stood up that time.
That's right. He got stacked up, didn't he?
Yeah. You can go to the well, and that's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. And he took his helmet off, so he's going to get another one if he doesn't watch it.
Hey, we might be getting on down there around that goal line.
Number 9 there, that is Burton. Burton with a big-time boo-boo.
Hey, I know.
He took the ball and slammed it down and then took his helmet off.
I don't know if I take my helmet off out there on the field there, Coach.
No, I don't think I'd take it off either when I'm running off the field headed for my coach either after doing something dumb like that. Let's see. We're going to do a D2 Power Sports.
Let's see how many penalties they called on that.
Probably just one. By missing out on the better things in life, go to D2 Power Sports
to see Bruce and all of his staff to get your next sports recreational vehicle.
Ball's going to be spotted down at about the 8-yard line, but man, got to keep your composure, Coach Tony.
Hey, you're absolutely right.
Because when you do something stupid like that, you hurt your whole team. You may be expressing your viewpoint on the thing, but you're hurting 10 other people out there. Booker through the hole, Booker to the house, Booker touchdown.
Now standing run once again by Booker.
And touchdown Dolly is once again zooming up and down the field, the Cox Sports Broadcasting touchdown mascot. And here we go with the Spartanburg Pediatric Dentistry PAT team coming on the field now. Roger McGee will attempt to tack on the extra point. Jameson Dareberry, the holder. Kick is up, and the kick is partially blocked. No good.
And this is a Kleeper Construction scoreboard report. For all your building needs and construction needs, contact Shane Kleeper, proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
So, with just a handful of seconds left here in the third quarter, our new score is Broome 40, Blacksburg 7. We've got the Larry's Trophies kickoff coming up here. Coach Tony, again, want to mention that next week the Centurions will be back home after,
That's right.
after 2 good weeks on the road. Centurions will be back home to take on Woodruff in the first region contest. That ought to be a good one. The Centurions, I think, have found some things working, have gained some confidence after playing that tough non-region schedule early in the year, and that could be very well be a good ball game. I think you said last call Woodruff was losing, weren't they?
Yeah,
tonight?
they were losing like 14-7 to a pretty good football team too, Wren High School.
Yes. So it is the Larry's Trophies kickoff coming up. It looks like Atman is going to be kicking for the Centurions.
Tell you what, he kicked one like he did a while ago. He might kick it in the end zone.
Yeah, he did.
That line drive.
He's just a junior, too. That's going to be a high end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Trying to get around this side of the field. And good tackle then. And we got another cheap shot down the road by number 19 by Blacksburg, illegally blocked number 22 for the Centurions. So they're going to tack on 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct on Blacksburg. So bring this one back. You hate to see this, Coach Tony, that things are getting kind of dirty and chippy out there right now. This is not what you want to see.
No, it's not good for high school football.
No, it's not.
But, Coach, like we mentioned a while ago, you know, it's an emotional type game, and these young men are just learning about life right now. And you got to have some adversity. You got to learn how to handle it.
And again, these are high school kids.
That's right.
That have had 6 straight weeks that nothing good's happened to them. Ball's going to be given to the running back. He's right up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for no gain on the play. Big number 65 for the Centurions, Ricky McCullough, was the one at the bottom of the pack then.
Coach Fernandez, he's still out there. I tell you what, I like the way that young man's played this evening. He's really been controlling that line of scrimmage for the Centurions on the defensive end.
Well, Coach Tony, that's going to be the end of the third quarter with our score, Broome 40, Blacksburg 7. We'll be back in just a minute.
This break in the action is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. Go by and get one of the delicious cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or some hot fries, or step by the merchandising stand. The Broome Athletic Booster Club supports all athletic teams at Broome High School.
Coach Tony, well, I got a chance. I got to get something out there, though.
Okay.
Want to encourage you to go by and get a Lindy's Sports magazine. You can see right here that I have an article that is published in a national publication right here.
Very good article.
On the USC Upstate Women's Basketball on Keeping the Faith is the article in it there, but it's in Lindy Sports College Basketball Edition. This is the cover of it right there. But go by and pick up one of those. I would appreciate it, supporting Lindy Sports on this.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of tickled about that. I was proud of that. So enjoy you getting the magazine and reading it, and let me know what you think about the article.
Hey, you know why I think about that article? You know, you sent it to me the other day. Hey, fantastic.
Well,
article.
you were actually,
Right.
Coach Tony, with me a lot when I talked about writing that article down in,
Yes,
we talked to
that's right.
Lynn Scarborough down in Atlanta, Georgia, to plan this article and all. So here comes Blacksburg on the attack right now. The quarterback's going to keep it going around the end, and he's going to be driven out. The referee got knocked down, too.
Hey, no, the referee was it referee?
It was the referee, though, and Nick Morgan went over there and helped him up.
Referee got knocked out, too. He got a spare off that type of play.
Yeah, what was that, the 8-10 spare he got, or what was it he got off that one? So,
Yeah.
so it's going to bring up second down now. But that was good sportsmanship on Nick Morgan's part that he
That's
went
right.
over and helped the
That's right.
referee up.
The referee might help you out later on in the game.
Yes, it will. Might get you a call down the road. Here we go, second down. Third down, 8 yards to go. The Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is the 38-yard line. Running back's got it in the backfield. He's going to be run down, and that is going to be, wow, that's Asher Littlejohn. Asher Littlejohn is having a heck of a season.
Hey, he wowed him to the ground, too. He's coming up limping.
And I'm going to tell you what, Jalen Ramirez was the guy who got his few steps, and this is the second time number 5 has been hurt tonight there, though. But Asher is laying the wood out there. This is a medical group of the Carolina's injury report. Dr. Philip Essie, that's actually Asher's father. So make a house call. Dr. Essie, if you're in the stands, you might want to make a house call because Asher just injured someone on the field. So I think it's cramps right here. Pickle juice, or are we going mustard?
Hey, we're going pickle juice. Coach, while we got a second here, we'd like to, we heard some good news from Coach Johnson. He's in a room now at the Heart Center, and that's good news. He had been in intensive care for about a week, so we wish and hope Coach Johnson continues to recover, and whenever it's time for rehab, we know that he'll certainly be doing that, and our thoughts and prayers will be with him.
That's our Mike Johnson, one of our coaching buddies, former coach now, former coach, but he's usually with us in the press box with us and hanging out, and good to hear that he came through the triple bypass surgery and is now on the road to recovery now. So, again, good to hear. We went about a week before we were able to hear anything from him, so it's good to hear something from Mike.
Haven't been in intensive care.
All right, fourth down now in a pediatric dentistry punt return team on the field now for Broome. That's Reese Wagerman, and he's taking forever to kick the ball then. Broome put absolutely no rush on the play. And it's going to get out of the way.
Get away.
And he took about 4 or 5 extra steps.
Yeah, he did. He went about 5 yards before kicking the ball, didn't he?
Yeah, he may have thought about running, and they come back to it that Broome is not putting any pressure at all on the kicker. So here we go now. Centurions have made a change. Number 24, that is Bryson Barnett. The JV quarterback is in at quarterback now for Broome. Broome's backup quarterback is still in a boot and out right now, but this is the JV quarterback in now and gives it to the running back right here. And that is number 8. That is Devo Brown, who's had some big games for the Centurions with a nice gain of about 6 yards on first down.
Coach, it's pretty good for the Centurion with the lead they have. They can play some of their younger kids to get them experience, and hopefully they'll bar any injuries and get ready for next Friday night's game with the Woodruff Wolverines.
Yes, get your starters out. The JVs didn't get a game to play. Ball back here, fall on it. And that's going to be a loss on the play. And let's see what we got right here. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 yards to go. Quarterback went off then. Let's see what Broome's going to do right here. They don't have a quarterback on the field. Let's see who's going to take the snap at quarterback now. Fumbling the snap again, and it's a loose ball, and it's going to be close. Maybe Blacksburg's ball. That was not real good then. That was Cooper Turner, a 9th grader, that took the snap and didn't even catch the snap cleanly. So, again, it's going to be a fumble by the Centurions. Blacksburg's going to get good field position here. And, again, that was not real good then. That was kind of a disaster right there. 2 disaster plays in a row with backups.
Rule number 1, getting the ball from the center, you need to do what?
Catch the ball.
Catch the ball.
Excuse me.
That's
I had
rule number 1.
And he bounces it outside, still going, and finally falls down, though. But that was big number 65. That was Ricky McCullough that shooed him back that way. Rule number 2 is catch the ball.
That's right.
Rule number 3 is refer back to rules 1 and 2.
There you go. If you do that, you'll be okay.
Yes, you will. 2nd down and 11 yards to go. Dropping on the little draw play, and wow, the Centurions were sitting there. That is Ramirez, Jalen Ramirez, the senior, number 4, was waiting for that. He just zeroed in and threw on for about another 4-yard loss, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 15. The Premier Sports Lighting yard to make is all the way down to Centurion 25-yard line. Clock's running. A little over 8 minutes remaining in your ball game. Broome leads 40-7. Here comes the rush, and he's got the quarterback, and that is number 10. That's Aiden Hemphill Sands, who had a big pick 6 last week at Powdersville, comes up with a huge sack coming off the end right there.
All the way back to the 49-yard line.
And it's going to be 4th down and halfway back to Gaffney on this one. Centurions, special teams, pediatric dentistry, special teams check on the field. Blacksburg in punt formation. Wagerman back on about his own 18, the birthday boy. He's got plenty of time. Nobody's even rushing him. And that kick's going to bounce. Wagerman's going to pick it up and run with it. That took a Sunday hop. Wagerman's going to make a cut back up the field. And he got lassoed by the neck then about at the 32-yard line. Reese Wagerman. And that's where the Centurions will start this drive. And let's see if the backups will do a little bit better job of taking care of the ball on this drive. Had 2 straight fumble snaps. Back in at quarterback is number 24 again. That is Bryson Barnett, the 10th grader. He's got Devo Brown in the backfield with him. No, he gives it to the JV running back. That's number 23. That is Kamen Stewart. Stewart is actually a senior running back. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Centurions have got all kind of random numbers out here now. Number 42, that is Hyder Sullivan, a 9th grader playing receiver. Again, these are the kids off the JV team. They didn't have a game this week. Ball's be handed off in the backfield right here. Number 23 breaks it out the other way, and he's going to be slung down after a gain maybe of 2 on the play.
Well, this gives a lot of those young people some good experience playing in this type of game type situation.
Yes, it will. And I see Nehemiah Farmer, a 10th grader on the offensive line right now. Number 40 out there is a 10th grader, Samari Lynn. Number 12 for the Centurions is Joseph Watkins, along with number 43, that is Wyatt Bowman. Third down, 8 yards to go. Ball's going to be handed off to the running back in the backfield, and he's going to get it up to about the 37-yard line, which is going to bring up a fourth down punting situation. Clock's running.
6 minutes remain in the contest.
Sands checks on to punt for the Centurions. Centurions taking their time. 8 on the play clock. Letting the clock run. And here's a nice snap, and the kick is going to be a end-over-end roller now.
Bounds about the 36-yard line of the Wildcats.
So that is where Blacksburg will start this possession. And after the game, I'll be going down. Coach Tony, if you want to chill out with the equipment for a minute, and I'll be back up. I figure you'd like that.
I'll be the EP, the equipment protector.
There you go. Almost a high snap, and it's going to be their backup quarterback just takes a knee and falls down. And guess who's in the tackle, Coach Tony? Big number 54, Fernandez, was in the backfield again.
What, he done a great job for the Centurion tonight.
Fernandez might be, with my vote, even though I don't get one, and there's also a flag on the play too. But he might get my vote for defensive player of the game.
What, 'cause there was one segment of that third quarter, Coach, he was in on
Three straight plays, yeah.
Pretty much on his own. He might have had assists every now and then, but for the most part, it was.
And Roger McGee, the senior kicker, is even in now at playing defensive back. He's up top covering number 1. High snap, the ball's given to the running back, and he's going to be tackled at about the 45-yard line, which is going to bring up third down and about 3. And put it back at the 44. Clock running. Under 5 minutes to go in your game. They're saying second down. And there's a tackle back there.
No gain at all.
I tell you what, Ramirez has been in a lot of plays, number 4 too.
He has.
So
1, 2. Look like a long 2 to go for the first down.
now this is funny. The 2 corners right now are the 2 Broome place kickers. 17 and 16 are playing defensive back right now. I don't think he got it.
I don't believe he did, Coach. I believe maybe about a half yard short.
Yep.
It's that.
Somebody did a good job of holding on to him. I don't think. He Merry Christmas.
I don't know about that from my view.
No, the ball is not to the line. The thing over there was on the hash, and that didn't make it to there. That's Merry Christmas. But it just say sugar and spice, 1st and 10.
Yeah, from my eyesight, from my view there, Coach, is about a half yard short. Hey, that might have been fumble if it was behind the receiver.
And Asher Littlejohn was right there, Johnny on the spot.
They're going to call it incomplete. Yep, they are. I don't know about that.
I think the officials are feeling really generous right now.
I don't know about that.
Second and 10. I'm not going to sit here and complain about the officials, but I believe they're feeling a little bit
Tired.
or sorry.
Number 17 gets hauled down on the play.
Or it might be like some of the officials out there say, there will not be any more calls this evening.
It's like there will be wrestling next Saturday night. Coach Tony used to go to Wrestle-Rama at the Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium. He used to heckle the man that was saying there will be wrestling next Saturday night. He was a smart aleck in the crowd yelling, when's there going to be wrestling?
Oh, George Harville.
Wow, there's another big stop in the backfield. That's who the Broome player getting up. It's number 54.
Sure is, Coach. You're right.
Man.
I don't know how many tackles he's had tonight.
Wow. 4th down right now.
He's been involved in tackle Rama.
Clock's running. We're under 3 minutes to go. Win your ball game. The Centurions. If I'm Blacksburg, I'm tempted to run it right here because you get no rush whatsoever. Broome has not rushed anybody. They've just stood there. The Broome hadn't even blocked anybody going down the field. They just raced straight up and stand there.
Boy, that was a long flag.
That was a delay of game.
Good.
I think that was a delay of game penalty. So it's going to be a D2 Power Sports delay of game penalty here. I don't think I'll fake it now. And we got another flag on the play.
Flag. Illegal substitution.
Take it back 5 more. I didn't even have time to take the D2 Power Sports flag on the play graphic off the board, and another one come up.
Put it on there again.
And it's a D2 Power Sports flag on the play.
Okay, there it is. Again, go out and see Bruce and Company at Heron Circle and pick out my Christmas present for this year. Anything's fine with me. Here we go. Broome's rushing this time. And he gets the kick off, and the kick's going to hit down at the 27, and that's where the Centurions will start this offensive drive. And see big number 77, that is Gunnar Dixon off the JV team out there. I believe he's at center right now, along with number 56 and number 55. That is 2 ninth graders. That is Garcia and Wilson on the offensive line. And Blacksburg's going to call timeout right now.
This timeout is brought to you by Pen Prints Incorporated. Let Pen Prints take care of all your uniform and printing needs. Pen Prints is the supplier for the Broome Athletic Booster Club with all their athletic merchandise. Take this time out to click on their QR code while watching the game and order the latest Centurion athletic wear. Call Pen Prints at 864-503-9300. Proud sponsor of Broome Athletics.
Next week, the Centurions will be at home to take on Woodruff in the first region game. And the following week, we'll be on the road again for Union. Coach Tony, this is about 3 ninth graders in on the offensive line for the Centurions.
Hey, that's great. Give them young men some good experience.
Big number 64, Avery Letman. I mentioned 2, Gunnar Dixon, number 77 at center. His brother was Mason Dixon, the kicker for the Centurions. A couple of years ago, ball snapped back and running straight up the middle. I'm trying to see what the number was.
Boy, that's good. That's a nice run right there.
That's number 51. That's Levi Bishop carrying the ball in the backfield.
I tell you what, he looked pretty good carrying that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Number 80 is another young one, Taekwon Mobley, up there. And we are winding down here. And And giving it to number 23. I don't know if that ball was squirting out or not.
Looked like it was, wasn't it, Coach?
Yeah.
Looked like a greasy pigskin coming out.
Is Levi Bishop just made his running debut. He's now played offensive line and he's played defensive line, and now he is a running back.
Well, he should know all the intricacies of the offense.
He's going to want to play quarterback next. He's going to want to throw it. He was actually the lineman of the week last week for the Centurions. Nice snap back out of the shotgun, given to the number 23, the running back. They're still blocking. The guys are trying to block.
I guess the whistle blew. Took a while, didn't it?
And number 22 on the carry then, that is Chris Bradley, a junior. And we have got an injured player on the field right now. They're going to stop the clock. One of the players for Blacksburg down on the play. And it is a medical group of the Carolinas injury timeout and report. Centurions, when they come back, is 4th down. And they're going to have one snap left here.
Yeah, they would do it.
So we're waiting right here. Don't know the nature of the injury right now, the injured player. Can't see the number of the injured player being attended to.
You know, some of those other injured players, you could tell it was a cramp, but this young
No.
man, you can't hardly tell on this one.
No. And it looks like they've got some medical staff people out there. Coach Fleming and several of his coaches are out there right now too. Coach Tony, you hate to see a game end like that with an injury that might be a injury of significance.
That's right. You just never know, Coach. But I believe they're trying to lift him up there, so that's a good sign. He's kind of up, coming off gingerly there, but we hope that young man will be okay. And
he's number 77. Print Up is his name. So let's see if we'll get back out here and get ready to wind the clock. And they are going to wind the clock.
Wind the clock up now.
They may not run another play. I don't think they're going to run a play.
No.
Centurions have already lined up to.
They'll be lining up in the midfield stripe.
Yeah, that's what they're planning
shake
on
hands.
doing. So
Yeah, that's what's going to happen, Coach. Final score is Centurions 40, Blacksburg 7.
and that's going to wrap it up here from Bob Blanton Field right here. Again, the two teams are shaking hands at the center of the field. Centurions now have evened their record at 3-3,
That's right,
and
3-3.
they will be
That's
back
right.
home next week and will start conference play.
Only 4 more games left in the regular season, Coach.
That's hard to believe.
It is. It really is.
Well, I'm heading down the field. That's going to wrap things up. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Again, let's take a quick look at all of our sponsors one more time who make our broadcast possible right here. But your final score is Broome comes out victorious by the score of 40-7, and we'll